Today's session 3, and I think few people are joining in. I think few maybe not joining in. Okay, so I'm going to do the session slightly different today. We'll go for more short practices because starting from today, we will attempt to, uh, for some of us it would come, for some of us it may not come, but either which way, we'll truly attempt what is the original intent of this course. So there are several layers of this course. At the very basic level, it gives you a capacity to heal the body, but that's purely uh, at one level of this work. The other level of this work is to actually shift the habit of the body, which we spoke about, saying that the body has a nature of sponging. So it is constantly sponging from the world and sponging from our own experiences. Instead, how much can it directly sponge from the consciousness above, divine above, and all of that stuff? So we will attempt to go a bit more deeper. But instead of these long practices that I give where I really don't know what's going on for each one of you, it's also a workshop where as much as I can guide you or share a few things that will benefit you directly, it'll also be useful to you. So today what I'll do is I'm going to guide short practices, and then I'll invite you to either unmute yourself, or even much better, just put on chat what's your experience that is happening when I give the instruction. And from there, we will slowly build it up. Okay. Now, I think most of you are from out of India, is what I see here. Couple are from India. So those who are from India, it's nighttime for you all, So there is the cricket sound that is normally there, the sound of the crickets that keeps going on, buzzing all the time. Try and keep that as an anchor, which means that just soak yourself in the sound. And those of you who are not from India, you may still get it in the morning, depending on your time. That's just a referral point. The first practice a short practice is, I want you to just close your eyes now, and I'll be quiet for a couple of minutes without any instruction. So I want you to close your eyes, and the first basic step is train ourselves to touch our body as if it's very sacred. You do that, and then from there, I want you to sense above your head. Okay, now there's just one new person in the group, actually. So when we say above the head, what we are doing is we are taking our awareness. So for example, if your awareness is on your throat, you will feel what is in your throat. At the moment you move away from your throat, whatever is happening there reduces in your awareness. And let's say if you come to your head or your forehead, you kind of start feeling what is going on there, the thoughts, etc. You can also come to the top of your head where you feel the head touching, or the hair, or the head, or the skin touching the air and the space. So literally you're moving. And then you're experimenting with taking your awareness like a little bit above, 8 inches above, sky high, as much as you want. You can go vertically above, you can go, vertically and spread out, etc. So without any instruction, once you close your eyes, just connect your body as if it's very sacred. And then taking your awareness, just go above as much as it comes. And what do you hear? What do you hear in the above? What do you see in the above? What do you feel in the above? And after that, just after 3 minutes, I'll tell you. Then you can put it on the chat, and I'll guide you from there. So kindly close your eyes. Today is more personalized guidance, so we will take it like that. So close your eyes and connect to your body as if it's very sacred. Now quietly from the body and the top of the head, take your awareness really above as much as it comes. And as you take your awareness really above your head as much as it comes. I'm going to keep quiet for 3 minutes. There is no instruction. What is the sound you hear? What do you experience and feel in the space above? Okay, now open your eyes, but maintain connection with the above. And just put on chat. What did you, what is the quality you felt above, or what is the sound you felt above? Just put it on chat. Don't worry about right and wrong. I'm just trying to guide you in a more personalized way this session. Or you can unmute and share also. It's okay. What did you sense in the above? Okay, so there are two people who you got silence. Okay. Stillness, silence. Okay. Others? Okay. Coolness, lightness, waves aware, pulsation. Can you describe what is the quality of pulsation? What is the quality? Raindrops. Okay. Finer vibrations, raining here. So heard that. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Now, so the main exercise beyond all the ups and downs that we are doing is to become extremely receptive in the body, and also training the body to fine tune. So for example, when your body is picking an illness, it simply means it has got itself latched onto that and it has received it. Unless the body receives, it will never come in. So if the body is getting affected by a sadness or an illness or anything else, it means that the body has either consciously or unconsciously, it is accepting and taking it in. All right. Now, we want to correct that. We will slowly work, over the days, we'll come to how to look at it. But the main solution for the body is to come to that posture of a flower. Okay, it's like a flower. where it is upturned towards the above, towards the above. That is one of the postures. We can see others, we will see that later. And it is also able to receive. Now, much of what I'm talking about is beneath the normal human experience. The normal human experience is much about talking, speaking, thinking, perceptions, self-talk. Okay. What we are talking about is not at that domain. Okay. So we're not thinking about it. We're not perceiving anything in a particular manner. You're simply directly beneath all of the thoughts, beneath our own articulation of the experiences. We're going underneath and simply we are working with sensations, vibrations, emotions, thoughts directly. Before the experience gets articulated, we are constantly working at the pre-perception, pre-articulation level. That's when the process really works well. Okay, we look at that. So now what I want you to do is the same thing, connect to the above, and then it's like you are connecting to your body and just dropping the weight, dropping the weight, dropping the weight, dropping the weight, relaxing the body so much, not in a random way of just feeling, loose and placid. It's really not that. It's like the body takes a firm ground, however it is sitting, it takes a firm posture but completely loosens and relaxes itself to become receptive. Okay, I'll guide you through this. It'll be a short process. And then see if it's almost like drinking water. Like if there is a sponge and you pour water, the sponge will glug 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 take that water in. And if you're drinking water, your tongue and the throat is actually absorbing and taking the water. Similarly, we will feel it at the sensation level, vibration level. If truly something is being observed, it is not a random thought, it is not a perception, it's not an imagination. Subsensorially, sub-vibrationally, you will feel that absorption directly occurring. If it doesn't occur now, that's what we are training ourselves in this course. Okay. Any doubts you ask, I will guide you through this process. We're going to connect above. You're going to leave the body receptive and see if you have this experience that the body is actually able to absorb from the above. Any questions? Let me know before we start. Okay, let's begin. Go back to the body and touch it as if it's very sacred. Now from the body and from above the head, sense the space above the head much farther as it goes. Those of you who are experiencing silence and all that, great. And there are ranges above. There are lots of ranges above, not one. So just open yourself. Can you feel the sound of silence? Can you experience the vastness? Can you sense light or see light whatsoever? Just open yourself and become aware of what is present in the above at this moment. Now move into your body. You can be with your breath, not taking a very like a loose placid. That's not what we want. We want the body's that stan, that solidity, that firmness. We want that, but we want the body to become more spongy and receptive and receptive. So in your own way, hold a posture. It's not a physical posture I'm referring to. Hold a posture so that the body has the capacity of holding something, but then become very receptive. Loosen up, loosen up, loosen up, loosen up. You'll be doing this on your own for 3-4 minutes. Keep relaxing, loosening your body, making it more and more receptive, more and more receptive. So when you're making it more and more receptive, obviously the mind will be active, either by the day's processes or it'll start commenting about it, forming a perception. We're not interested in that. We want to work beneath that layer. So if you're relaxing your body, you get a sensation of that. You get a opening, you get a certain wideness inside the body. You get a certain calmness inside the body. Make it more and more and more receptive. And now, that process can continue for about 3-4 minutes. As you make it receptive, leave it open to the quality above, or the silence above, or the light above. This can act, it need not pass through the body from head downwards. It need not. It can act directly on any part of the body. It'll act on some parts and not in some parts. That's normal. Just make the body more and more receptive. For 4 minutes, I'll be quiet. Leave the body open to the above and what is there, and see if you get that drinking or absorption experience happening right in the body where it is receiving what is in the above. For this, you don't necessarily have to keep your body stiff. It's okay to move it a little bit, but it has to be very gentle, very conscious. You're relaxing and relaxing, receptive. If you feel like, if you feel the part is stiff somewhere, you can just gently wriggle. You don't have to be, it's not a meditation, it's a absorption. Okay. You can feel free to move, turn left and right, but gently. And in all the process, you're keeping the body linked to the above. And is it actually able to receive? Just by itself is what is in the above pouring into the body, and is the body receiving? Two minutes more, just be exactly like that, allowing the silence or the light or whatsoever to act, and just increasingly leave the body receptive and receptive and receptive, and see what is being drunk or taken in by the body. It can be the full body or certain parts of the body. Okay, slowly let go, and we can open our eyes and continue to be in that posture, the body receptive and open to the above. And once again, put on chat what your experience is so that I will go one by one and offer whatever guidance is possible. Either you can put it on chat or unmute. Both ways are okay for me. If you didn't get anything, point that out also. Huh? Yeah. Yes, please.
Arul, can
Yes.
I?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Hi. Thank you. First of all, two things. The first thing is I still cannot stay in that state. I keep juggling between thoughts and then going back to that state. And the second point is, so in a previous course with you, it's about connecting to the above and then trying to push it even up, 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 up as much as possible, right? And when I do this, so now I can go further, further, further up. But when I do this, I feel there's a rush of energy that comes down on me, and I don't feel um I cannot depict if it's a pure energy or not, you know. I'm not sure of it. Now in this exercise, when I relax, I could feel that I am responsive to the energy.
Okay. But you yet don't know what is the quality of the energy above?
And the
Not,
one that
not,
I'm receiving, it was you know, I couldn't know what it
okay.
was.
Okay.
Mm,
I'm just sharing from my understanding.
mm,
So we're taking a direct path here. Okay. It's a organic and a direct path. But as far as I understand, discernment is important.
mm,
What is the quality? So, what I would suggest for you, first of all, to be able to have the experience that you're having is quite profound by itself. So maybe you can wait in a location for a longer time. So when you go
mm,
a little bit above, wait there. Now, this waiting in a location can be in a period of few minutes like this, or it can be across 5-10 hours as you're doing your regular activities. You
mm.
have to very concretely know the quality. Okay. Now, for
I'm a
example,
bit afraid, honestly.
no, we are
I'm a
there.
little afraid because I feel that maybe there's like other energies that would
Hmm.
come onto me, you know?
No. So let's understand the terrain. So you have to tune in. So the other energies are vital mixes, for example. Okay. Or even there are disturbance of the gods and goddesses. It's a small group, so I'm also going deep, So the domain of the gods and goddesses has its benefits, but it is also divided. There are divisions. There are certain troubles that occur because of the influence of gods and goddesses also. That is also there. Okay. But largely these occur in this domain, in the horizontal spread. However, you cannot take it that everything above is pure. You cannot, because there are certain mixtures that are possible there also. So I will say go first of all, you should not do this with fear. So
Yeah.
if the start point is fear, what comes in will be contaminated. All right.
Mm,
So I would say that uh, so already seem to have a capacity. So the first work that you may like to do is drop your fear.
mm,
And drop your fear. And this is an attitude of surrender and faith and connection. So if you are
mm,
getting this grace, then it is not possible by human effort. What you described is not possible by human effort. But already it is coming from maybe a past experience, maybe your past birth, or maybe somebody else. So number one is relax the fear and bring in more of faith and surrender. Number two is do use discernment. Even though we talk about surrender, since we are not advanced, use discernment. I would say stay in a location for a longer period of time and really understand. So, all you can do it the other way. Where is silence? And really track silence. Then, where is light? Where is vastness? Take it like a 6 months project where you're slowly understanding the terrain. Because for you, going above is coming, receiving is coming, body receptivity is there. Only discernment and the absence of fear is needed. So, this way you can work for a period of time. Is this clear?
yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. So this session, I decided to go more individual, since it's a smaller group. So take the next person, Smriti, light and vastness descending upon upper half of body. Fantastic. Okay. So the quality is there. It is coming to the upper part of the body is already good. Okay. Now the rest of the part of the body, if it is not flowing there, it means work needs to be done. Okay. Maybe there is something that is blocking. So it includes physical exercise also. Like today I also told you that body work need not be done in a static way. You can, like, last 20 days, I've been experimenting a lot during my yoga practice time. I've started doing it with movements, and I'm getting a much greater body work occurring. So, the lower part of the body where things are not flowing, start moving it in your exercises. If you're doing yoga, generally yoga asks you to hold the posture, wriggle a little bit, loosen it up a little bit, soften the body part, and slowly see. But one detail, the what is coming from the above need not pass from the head and reach, for example, the pelvic or the thigh. What is from the above can directly come into the thigh. It is possible, okay? So
Oh,
slowly work at it and let us see where we land up.
okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Vinti, very soft pale gold light flowed in around and all over me, including, I assume it went into the body. Vinti?
Yes, it flowed through the head, and most of it was in my brain, my deep inside the tissues, and it flowed right down. And it was from outside also, massaging like a
Sure,
very, very soft. It was like a cushiony thing,
sure.
and it was like in round movements, massaging my feet and knees and my abdomen and back. It was, and inside also. Inside it was just flowing, and outside it was massaging, sort of.
Very good. Okay. Now it's very important. So this is a good experience. Now it's very important not to identify or get excited with our experience. It's a very important detail. Maybe I'll cover that later. The sense of I is where we get identified with. Okay, the sense of I can step back from this beautiful experience. The sense of I can simply be more and more humble, more and more receptive, more and more open, and more allowing that to come in and flow. So this is good. Okay. Weightlessness and waves in palms, felt more grounded and rooted towards the end with the body relaxing. Okay, all right. So any doubts on this before I move on? I think reasonably okay. Okay, so this one that I just, okay, I got one more. White lotus flower like the marble one below Mandir felt above the head, but seemed dark, especially inner part. I didn't like this, so mentally reached up to the sun and asked for light, deep laser penetration again, like we see. Okay, so no, it is not mandated that what you get above is always pure. In fact, my initial explorations into this was quite scary for me. Ones where I thought I was going to connect to the mother, and actually, luckily, my discernment told me don't, and it was something which was not so like that. Okay, so this just occur once in a while, and nothing to get afraid at all about it. Things are getting easier for everybody in general. But when there is something dark, especially the inner part, then your own discernment is saying that something is not okay, which means you may go above, but that has to be offered specifically, So the one that I was also talking earlier, the more fearless we become, the more easier the work is. So one is to go above, but also the layer of that particular darkness itself, a portion of your awareness can just touch in and connect it up, touch in and connect it up, which means that portion gets transformed. Basically, we're working with only one formula here. Something opens, something comes in. This is the basic of transformation, and that's what we're bringing into the body. So when you go above and you get a dark layer, or anywhere where you get it, take your awareness in, connect it up. And you've got to wait with patience and without any fear on that.
So in this case, when I'm sort of mentioning that the crystal ray, because I didn't like it, it's was turning to the sun and almost mentally saying you are more powerful than this darkness was something that came. And so that ray which came down, it's like the light in the Master Mandir, that penetrated in the center of it.
Perfect.
That darkness, I could still see it, but it penetrated just that sharp laser-like thing,
Okay.
then down, and then also went to the below the feet. I mean, connecting it to what some of your other and then
Explorations, I mean, yeah, correct.
yeah, so it was just then going below the feet, and then because I've always connected to a cave which is blue, way below the feet, deep into the earth. So it
Perfect.
connected with that, and then it was going up and down, but I could still feel the darkness in the periphery
Yeah.
of
Now
above.
let the process run. Allow the process to run for as long as needed so that you get a fundamental transformation of that. The same is true for all of us, whether we are working on a part of the body, let's say one particular part, like one of the earlier participants said it was not flowing down. And let us say it just flows down on the thigh. Nothing is over. We are aspiring for a fundamental shift. So if the ray has hit in, which means the process has begun. And now it could take a few minutes or it could take 5 years. Whatsoever it is, we allow for that work to go on and reach a certain point where the whole thing is different. Okay. To image of white lotus sponginess with more relaxation entering the entire body. Okay, all right, fine. So I think we're reasonably okay. Recommendation for us before we meet next week is do this as many times a day. Do it when you're exercising specifically. Do it when you're sitting like this. Do it when you're walking. Do it when you're, even when you're working. Just go into the body, connect above, allow it to sponge. The best time, as far as I understand, also something by default we can do is when we lie down on the bed. When we lie down on the bed, you know, whatever, let's say we've finished everything, we're lying down. If you can listen to the cricket sounds, there's something very magical about cricket sounds. So the cricket sounds are going extraordinarily fast. Now, there's a particular description in the agenda where Mother talks about a profoundly high experience of hers. And then she describes that what is occurring is super fast. I don't know the exact words, but I'm saying as close as I remember. Super fast vibrations, and they are so rapid and so fast that they appear immobile. Okay, and that she's saying it as a very high level of something that is occurring to her. Another gentleman I met some years back, I had the grace of taking a session from him. He's a gardener in the ashram. He then explained once to me that once he was not well, and for 7 days he was in the bed, you know, and what healed him was the cricket sounds. And he said the cricket sounds are the guru. Okay, so there is something profound when it's a catalyst. So it's like from the body you hear the cricket sounds, and from the body you connect to the above. So the very fact that you're opening to the cricket sounds and it's going rapid fast, and you know you're fully with those vibrations, makes you more quieter actually. Though the vibrations are very fast, it makes you more quieter and more receptive, and you can actually receive more from the above. So this exercise we can do. Any major doubts, ask me before we go for a final practice. Okay, all right. So the next practice we're going to do is something subtle. And once again, we are one of the agendas of why I am sharing this work on Diva Body is, as much as we talk about the higher consciousness above the head or the psychic, the depth of the heart, etc. And I think there are some people here who are coming from different paths, some people here who are coming from the integral yoga paths. Whatever is written in the books, they are not the end work. They are the work as it occurred at that point of time. Further work is going on. Further work is going on by the masters in their subtle bodies, by the divine. That is not in the book. So you can't just stop with what is in the book. You got to take the thread of what is occurring there and see what else is occurring in the moment, in people, what are the other dimensions that are opening up. Okay. So now, as much as we are enamored by above the head, by the cave of the heart, by the psychic, etc., etc., the reality remains is that in every part of the body which is made of substance, at the depth of the substance, there is a divine, but that is esoteric. So I'll say it experientially. Any part of the body, no matter what is the physical challenge or whatever, and whether you're a saint or whether you're a sinner, okay. Now, if somebody is leading a very messed out life, they're leading a messed out life, their activities are not okay, their food habits are not okay, then what will get contaminated is their aura region, their body, their energy, it will get contaminated. This contamination will penetrate into the substance, no doubt. But if you go deeper and deeper, even for them, beyond the layers, you will come to a pure substance, which will be pure light, pure movement, pure silence, pure joy. You will have to arrive there. Anybody, you will have to arrive there. But if somebody is leading a good life, your words are right and your eating is good, you're doing some practices, then what occurs is the surface is also good. There's more peace, there's more calmness, there's more harmony and balance. And it is definitely easier for them to go to the pure substance. But either which way, the capacity is, I need to be able to stay inside my body, like you've dived into the ocean. After diving into the ocean, you're just able to take a dip and you come out, you can't see much. But somebody who can drop in, go in, go in, go in, go in, then you see the wonders of the ocean and the wonders of the depth. That's the capacity that we want to build now. Okay, so there's a private comment saying that there's a lot of resistance because of days memory within. So we'll work on that. I'll touch on memory on one of the days. So for now, no matter what, just make the body more receptive. Okay. So now coming back to what I'm sharing, we want to really be able to. So today's exercise is simply learning to work beneath perception, beneath thought, dive into the body and remain inside the body, going deeper, going deeper, going deeper, going deeper. For that, I'm giving a simple guidance. Okay, we started this briefly last time. Differentiate the senses from the sensation. So beginning only, you start with your awareness around your skin, in your aura. And then if you see, it is only with senses that you can sense the sensations. Okay. So you take the outer part of the body, and from there you're looking and seeing what is inside the body. You will get some sensations. You'll get a pain here. You'll get a relaxed feeling somewhere. You'll get a sexual urge somewhere. You'll get some kind of anxiety moving somewhere. All of this is here. So these are sensations. Now, in this practice, from this I'll guide. From the sense, you'll get a sensation. I want us to go and park ourselves within the sensation. Park ourselves within the sensation so that you get the sense of the sensation. The sensation also will have a sensory capacity. It can also sense. So from the sense, we'll get a sensation. From the sensation, we'll get the sense. When I say sense, it's the faculty of sensing. When I get a sense, when I'm saying a sensation, it's an experience. Sense, you get from a sense, you'll get a sensation. Stay there, and slowly that will become a sense. It'll sense further deeper. We'll go there. We'll go to the sensation that is there. And then again, staying in the sensation, we'll get the sense part of it. Like that, we'll keep dropping down, dropping down, dropping down, and see where we reach. Sense to sensation. In the sensation, take the sense. Keep going, keep going, keep going. We'll see where we land. Any questions you can ask me, or we'll dive in. And again, remember, we're trying to do it beneath. So your thoughts will be there, your perceptions will be there, and you will alternate. We'll be doing it, and then your thoughts will pull you. That's fine. Every time the thought pulls you, just come back and we'll do it. Okay. So close your eyes. Just connect to your body as if it's very sacred. And now just select one part of your body intuitively. Intuitively, whichever part is calling you, take that part and take your awareness there. So once you go to that part of the body, stay on the aura region, stay on the skin layer, and just sense what you find inside that part. What do you see with your inner eye? What you hear with your inner ear? What do you feel there? So whatever you see and feel there are your sensations. Open the sensations to the above. The attempt is to keep going below and below. Huh? So just stay there and open the sensations to the above. Which means the sensations also can sponge. We're getting more subtle. So open the sensations to the above and see if the sensations are also able to drink whatever is there in the above. Just be receptive. Now, wherever you are at the sensation level, from there itself sense deeper, which means the sensation itself will have a tiny sense there. From that sensation, sense deeper. When I say deeper, you can keep going into the flesh, going into that part, into the substance. So from that point, sense deeper and see, what do you feel? Do you hear anything? Do you feel? Do you sense anything? If anybody gets a resistance, that is a sensation. Take the resistance as a sensation. Those who are able to sense deeper, what is there? You may get a certain color, you may get a certain feeling, vibration, movement. Whatever sensations you're getting now, open it to the above, but stay there itself. In case you lose that posture, just go back there, go to this layer of the sensations, and fully open it to the above in a receptive posture, and see if these sensations are able to drink or absorb from the above. Very receptive state. Now I'll be quiet for 4 minutes. Each of you are on your own. Like this, keep moving 2, 3, or 4 times. So from this point of sensation, just focus on a point there, and that will become a sense. Sense deeper beneath this, going more into the substance of the body, sense deeper, and see what sensations come. Open it to the above. Like that, the cycle do about 2, 3, or 4 times on your own. Gently, with very patient waiting, aspire that you're able to go to the point of pure substance, and that's possible only by grace. But we can aspire. So keep going down, sensing, opening it to the above, and then further sense deeper, opening it to the above. Continue on your own. We are almost nearing the end of our 1 hour. So I leave you on your own, and you can put your questions and sharings on the WhatsApp later. By chance, with grace, if you come down to a point where slightly a light is becoming more apparent, or a silence is becoming more apparent, or a joy is more apparent, or a delight is more apparent, somewhere you're entering into the subtle, pure substance domain. So continue on your own as long as you want. And then you can close the process, and later on you can share. You're on your own now.